Thank you, Uncle.
As for down here... Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Do you see that too?
Papa? What is it? Oh, please. Just make it stop. I'm scared.
It's all right.
can't be Rutherford, can it?
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions, but I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close. It's a fucking Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now, we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. We will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn.
I'm flattered. And I have other problems to it. What we need is a skilled arbitrator.
Is that so? And would he happen to be...
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be... I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis, your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good.
An envoy. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. Someone like Quentin. Quentin.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more. Go on, then. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they can do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can...
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. The people of Lostwing are my family. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us. Who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat...
So you'll join us? Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you then.
That would be very much... I hear the roads are far from...
My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape. Uncle, the Field Marshal has agreed.
Ha! Of course he has.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as they will await your return there.
One other?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he asked if I might have a solution. And
One of your...
Master Quentin would probably call me one of his.
Another outlaw? Just the thing we need to put these rotten politico... Good-thinking class...
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier.
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quentin can solve our problem with you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the Grange.
Oh, don't you? The 7 high houses will be seeing. They have all agreed to make the most... Oh, of course, it did take a little. But luckily I had some
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they... Now, I must join us there at your earliest...
Of course, Uncle.
And how, oh pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the...
You find another bloody road! I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man!
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal!
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Once more onto the breach.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm, and to do that we must convince those in power. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance. If we show them the path, show them that the fate of the world lies in my nephews, but the well-being of her people lies in our...
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move. For what great moment in history hasn't been accomplished? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you that... Well, my boy,
that it is.
this is the role you were born for. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities. The realm needs its secrandal. I want you to keep this signed.
I will.
What do you think that thing is?
And how the hell is Sid gonna deal with that?
Sid, do you...
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escape. And something else. Records from a Waluda prison.
How did she come by?
Finding bearers always was her strong. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When...
Leaving the bearers to be liberated by whoever happens.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned you, and while I'm well aware that you've forbidden curse breakers from I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the...
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception. And we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can.
Thank you, Sid. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwood. We should head there as quickly as we can.
As do I, Doc. Kaios is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry. There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. If Chadwick was being held here...
Don't give up hope just yet. Let me check the ground floor.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck.
Just how bad are the floods inside the walls? Bad enough to turn a bearer. I hope... Locked up tight. So this place was no ordinary, and I doubt they'll have taken the creature with...
No sign of any bearers yet. I hope you have better luck downstairs.
Quiet.
Caution, brother. Caution, brother. Have care.
This one.
Minimal loss of Waluda lives. Even the Imperials take better care. They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but a caching down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on. No lock downstairs. But I did...
I know. I've been bearers die every day in service of their masters, but pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And not just those who could fight, but the elderly, children, and those who wouldn't or couldn't were...
I'm afraid it means they were...
Then we're too late.
Don't say that.
A key. But it...
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. Finish up here, then come and...
All right.
Let's see what we can find down here. A survivor. And she sounds close. There's no need to be Are you alone?
Some of the guards, they're still here. Everyone...
Thank the
It was worth our coming.
Ready when you are. You poor thing. He must...
Jack...
What?
He fought the monster. He must have sent you. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he?
Chadwick.
was that?
We have to get out of...
Doris, keep the girls.
All right. You put that...
It's out there waiting for me. I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers. Beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen. Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
I'm fine. I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. I'm sorry we weren't able to save...
There's no need to apologize. How he fought to the bitter end to save. That's the man I remember.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past.
Of course. You already met my former master. She trained Chadwick and I to do... We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince... For years, we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us, so we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought, and he died not as someone's tool.
Haida Marie is proof of that. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath.
Thank you, Doris.
What do you think happened to Miss Midadol? I heard she was...
Sid, you have...
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No. Well, yes, but that's not what...
It's Miss Midadol. She's been very strange.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there.
In the class.
That's what I said.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind.
Not long ago.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way...
You didn't break it, did you, Sid? You really should be... Don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise.
But who's gonna put Miss Midadol back together?
Why don't I go and see if I can...
You do that. She's in her dog...
Don't scare him.
Thanks for the warning. Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here. If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will...
To the sky? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise way.
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. Is this really so important that you need...
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't... It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so the Fallen had their chance. But they relied too much on magic. As they're not me. Well, almost.
And is that a one-woman...
Are you volunteering? I'll have you... But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand... First, I'll need oil. And not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the tub and crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the Cursebreakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered...
I should speak with one of the Cursebreakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet? Not exactly. What will it be today?
truth is but... alas. Well, Clive?
I am.
Naturally. I shall... Godspeed.
Your word.
No.
Is that right? Might be time to take... But if it weren't for Sid, I know you'll do right by us, Clive.
Through...
Twinside's hundreds of leagues away. That'd mean the crystal is...
All right, Sid.
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your...
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard. If it's durability you're looking for, Shell was...
I do. And I know... Will any old adamantist...
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in... But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a
I'll keep that in mind.
Sid, I was one...
It depends what...
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds. As you know, the work we do is not easy. Which is why we test every volunteer...
I don't mind, but...
Because our ranks are filled with men and women, but scouting, we're few with the nose for that. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions...
Sounds reasonable.
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test?
One can never have...
Truer words. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attended and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach.
No time like the present.
No time like the present.
Northreach. Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
I'm nervous. Is it all right?
Well met, Sid. This is the initiate.
Please, just Sid.
Oh, the sergeant says you'll be...
To become a scout, yes.
I am. But I swore I'd face him.
And who would that be?
Gav. It was him who... No magic, no support, just one man and his... It taught me what one man can do. And I've been training ever since. So that one day, I can...
You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusion.
So...
You haven't even... Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there and bring it here.
And bring it here, right.
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and you'll need to assess the situation. Determine a point of entry, all without being discovered and from...
Ember. Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made it.
On my way. All right, Ember. Impressed me.
Come on. Faster!
These are clean kills. Perhaps young Ember really is ready. Or maybe not. Damn it.
Ember, draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run!
If you want him,
You'll have to go through me.
Gone. Of course. Scout's really up.
I didn't expect you back. Where is Ember?
He must have fled. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. He was nowhere to be seen.
I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook.
Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy.
What? Wasn't that what... To bring the thing back without...
He has you then, his heir.
But Sid...
He did what he thought was best.
Of course. We'll await your... Don't you leave my...
Yes, Sergeant.
This won't be an easy decision.
You should have seen him. The thing didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, neither did you, I hear. Welcome back, Sid.
Welcome back, Sid.
Yes. Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the ass. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you into. But from what I hear...
No. When faced with an unexpected foe, Ember froze. He did not run. He did not fight. Had I not been there, he would be dead. It would be too great a risk to send him out on a mission alone.
Thank you, Sid, for your honest appraisal. Ember, you braved the tower and emerged unscathed. Yes, but only because Sid saved your skin. To me, that's no better than being caught red-handed. You failed the test.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true. And this time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half. Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to. I'll show you. Just you wait.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me, we've been leaning on him. That time the curse breakers took some of the weight off his...
Couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell Gav I said so, will you? I won't have him... Next thing you know... Chance would be a...
Forgive me, Sid. This...
But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best. Remember that.
I will, Sid.